We cannot win the league like this. We cannot win the league like this. Please, if you're new, please like this video, please subscribe, and also please leave a comment, please. In this video, I will start off with an emotional rant, and then I'll bring in some logic, but at the end, help me rate these football players from this Arsenal versus Chelsea versus Arsenal game at the Stamford Bridge. Please engage with me in the comment section. Now, let's go. We are not going to win the league like this. Last season, there was a desperation to keep clean sheets. There was a desire from every single player to be focused extremely, especially when we were defending. That was what made our season, and that was the driving force for our push for the title. But this season, when was the last time we kept a clean sheet? When? And then you look at this game. After the first couple of minutes with Gusto missing a clear header and Palmer taking a shot from long range that Raya saved, which he should have done. But after that, what was there? What was there? And then you leave the most lethal man with his left foot, probably on the whole pitch, in Neto. You give him a free opportunity to take a strike. What do you expect? That thing annoyed me, that moment. And this is the fine margins that Arteta talks about. It is all about the fine margins. We've been doing this every game this season. There will be always that one moment where we sleep off or we just slip up somehow, whether it's mentally, whether it's with our focus. It is so infuriating because how nobody charged that guy down from the middle. It's easy for me to single out Havertz. But you also look at the replay, you see where Thomas Partey and Rice were, two centre backs on one man. Yes, I understand it just came from a corner kick that we had defended. I get that. But I thought Havertz could have just shimmied a little to the left because I would worry about Neto on his left more than I worry about Enzo Fernandez taking a strike. That was frustrating. It really was. I also know that Declan Rice was nursing an injury, but I don't think it was the injury that caused that lack of concentration. But it's a little weird that he got hooked off right away, but I know probably the injection that they had shot him for the pain relief probably had worn off at that point. But these are the things that are costing us 3 points. This season, every game is so annoying. We are 9 points behind Liverpool. 9. That is crazy. Our only saving grace is that we're still in November. I hope in these 2 weeks we figure out an issue. Saka went down injured and got substituted today. I hope England can just take his name off that list so we can stay and focus. But it's annoying, a game where we should have won. We did the business. We had gotten the lead against a good side. Chelsea, by the way, I'm not going to lie. They look good. This Moresca dude, I'm worried about him. He has these boys playing. They actually understand what the manager wants them to do. There's an identity. But you can also argue that Pochettino was doing that towards the end of last season. I think they had like 6 straight wins or something crazy like that. So he has just, continued from where Pochettino left off, and they look good. They're third on the table now, ahead of us. Though I think we're level on goals, on points. It is so frustrating that we did not pick up 3 points in this game. I was losing my mind. And then at the last minute, oh my goodness, Saliba running through after beautiful controlled play. You see the composure these players have. And this is what Arteta always speaks about when he said we are doing so many good things. We're doing so many good things, but we always slip off. Look at how Chelsea were piling pressure on us, but we walked it straight from Raya up to the point where we got almost a perfect opportunity to score. Even though I know the linesman's flag went up at the end, but I think that would have been looked at because it looked like somebody's toe could have been playing Saliba on. So I think that goal might have stood, but we'll never know because Trossard took an opportunity and then kicked the ball away from Havertz, who would have had an easy tap in. But I can't. This is not to blame Trossard because every player in his position would have done the same thing, especially if he didn't get the shout. And there was no way he could have gotten the shout because of how short the gap was between him and Havertz. But I thought that was it. I thought we had stolen a victory, which I feel like would have been deserved because we played very well. Very impressed with Chelsea today, though. I'm going to be honest. Caicedo was a titan in midfield, as always. But I was so impressed with a lot of my other players. But I will get onto that during the player ratings. And you guys and I can discuss if I'm wrong or right. And let me know your thoughts for sure in the comment section. But I'm not happy. We should be sitting third. We should be 2 points behind Manchester City and not 4. We should be 6 points behind Liverpool and not 9. It is painful. But I'm proud of the quick math I did in my head there. But, man, let me know how you feel about this game. If you're a Chelsea fan, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I know you should be pleased. You guys should be happier with this result because nobody expected you guys to be where you are right now at this stage in the season. I expected us to not be 9 points behind Liverpool. So it is frustrating. It is very, very frustrating. But I hope we can do the business come 2 weeks' time when we play Nottingham Forest, who lost today, who were actually threatening to go well ahead of us. And they would have if they won today. But thankfully, it's not to be. Now, to talk about my players, to rate them from the goalkeeper, Raya, I thought he did everything perfect today. There was no issues with how he played. Let me know if you think he made any errors. The goal he could have done nothing about, because Neto and the shot and the height of the shot rolling on the floor like that, perfect. Terrible for every goalkeeper. And the bodies in front of him, he probably saw it late. And the power that Neto put behind that left-footed shot. And we know this. We've seen how little he can be on his left foot. And we just let him. One moment, because if we blocked that moment, we probably would have won the game. We probably would have won this game. It's so painful, but I will rate him, I think a 7 is fair. Not too perfect, because he conceded a goal. There was no clean sheet. I don't remember the last time he kept the clean sheet, even though none of it was particularly his fault. But I'll give him a 7 today. Right back, Ben White, I thought did excellently, especially when he got an early yellow card. I was worried. But he was composed. He attacked well. There was an opportunity where Martinelli crossed the ball up and he was bombing in, but he just came in late, or the ball was hit too hard. But you could see the frustration in his face. I think I like White particularly well because he's also very, what's the word? I watched his interview with, who's that goalkeeper that has a YouTube channel? Ben Foster. He actually said, I'm not the fastest defender. I'm not the strongest, but I can do a job. He said that, and he knows, because he truly isn't none of these things, but he's intelligent and he absolutely understands everything Arteta needs him to do. He absolutely understands what these players need from him, and he's doing the business. Attacking wise, going forward, I thought he was very decent today. I'll also give him a 7. Even though we didn't keep a clean sheet, I'll give him a 7. Gabriel and Saliba, I think I'll rate the same. I don't think any of them put a foot wrong today. I loved how Saliba was, and I loved his composure, and I loved his desire to win. That last opportunity, he was the one on the left winger side crossing the ball in. It was Saliba. That would have been an outstanding goal. One of the best this season, no doubt, because I can't even count how many passes that was before it got to him. It was beautiful, beautiful team play from Arsenal, walking it up top. But Saliba was the man who crossed the ball, and it was a perfect cross, even on his weaker foot. And you could see the pain in his face when Trossard touched it away from Havertz. I will give both of them 7s as well, because I thought they were excellent today. Timber, who I thought was also good today, he didn't put a foot wrong. You can't really blame him for the goal, because he was marking a man and he actually almost got the ball, because he saw the danger that he posed. His alarm bells went off and he was attacking the ball, but it was too late, because that was not supposed to be his job. I would also give the whole back line 7. Timber gets a 7 for me. I don't think any player will get any low scores today, but I think 7 is fair for the entire backline. Thomas Partey today I thought was outstanding. My Rolls Royce Partey, reminding me of who he is. He's showing me exactly what I knew he's capable of. He's showing that beauty in the touch, that composure when he plays the ball, his passing, his awareness, looking over the shoulder. His head is always rotating because he knows that there's always an opportunity for a defender to steal the ball off him, but he's always ready. Super composed today. I thought I might give him an 8, but I think it's fair to give him a 7. Declan Rice today, he was injured. I think there were opportunities for him to give a through ball to Martinelli a couple of times, and he didn't do it in the first half especially. And Martinelli let him know how frustrated he was. I think he also was frustrated with Gabriel for not giving a pass through, up through ball to him when he made a run. I'll give Declan Rice a 6 today, because I feel like he shouldn't have been marking Fofana when there was another play on him, because Partey was there. He should have been up there blocking the shot from Neto. I'll give him a 6 today. Not that he did anything particularly wrong, but that cost us. That lack of awareness of where he's supposed to be and who he was marking, and not knowing that Partey was on the guy. 2 players on the centre back, a central defender there, was just wrong, and it cost us today. So I'll give him a 6. Who will I get to now? I'll go to the left wing. Martinelli, I thought was shaky, confusing. I don't know how to rate Martinelli, because there were so many opportunities for him to be more dangerous, and he didn't take it, but he got the goal. He got the goal today. So I'll also give him a high score. I probably will give him an 8 today, because I thought he was good. Havertz, almost, he got us the lead. I was losing my mind. I was celebrating, running around my entire living room, but he was offside. It wasn't meant to be. But I thought he played well. He got about well. He let the defenders feel his presence the entire game. I thought he would have gotten a tap in. Who knows if it would have counted? But I thought he did well. He was in the right positions all the time, in my opinion. So I'll give him a 7 as well. He did good. I think I messed around, but let's go to Odegaard. I walked it from left to right, even though Odegaard should have been before Martinelli. But Odegaard today, I thought was silky. I thought that he showed us exactly what we had missed for this 2 months that he's been out. That genius to find that pass that nobody else on the field sees. That telepathic awareness that we know he's always been capable of. That ball to Martinelli, only him probably in the Arsenal team could have found that pass at that time with all that pressure. That's what we missed, man. That's what Trossard couldn't give us when he was deputizing in that position. I will give him my man of the match today, 8, especially since he's only had 1 week of full training. Remember, he had only one week of training before the appearance that he made against Inter. I would give him an 8 today. He's my man of the match. Yes, I give some other people's 8, but he was my man of the match today. Saka, this is probably the lowest score I ever give him. I think he was a 5 today. I think Cucurella had him on toast. He did his thing. Don't get me wrong. 5 is probably a little harsh because he was he above average? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I think he was a 5. I think he was just average today. He wasn't able to get the better of Cucurella a lot of times. Yes, he got down a bit. He put a great ball in that was just ahead of Merino when Merino came on. I'll give him a 5. Let me know if I'm being crazy in the comment section. That was it for the starting 11. And to the subs, Merino I thought was wonderful. This is the brilliance that this man brings. Every time, you know the type of players are like the ones that will give me a heart attack because they're holding on to the ball for too long, but they are doing something with it and they don't end up losing the ball. I thought he did that incredibly well today, and his short passing range was incredible. I haven't been able to see the long passing range because he wasn't on for too long and he hasn't played so many games. So hopefully he has that in his luck as well. I thought he was incredible. I'll give him a high 7 for someone who only played 20 odd minutes. I'll give him a clear 7 today. He was outstanding in my opinion when he came off the bench. And I thought he showed us that he should have started this game over Declan Rice. In my opinion, he was so composed, way more composed than Declan Rice. But he gets a 7 for me today. Declan Rice was injured. This is not a shade. I love Dec. Please don't get this twisted. But Merino gets a 7 for me. Who else came on? Trossard. I'll give him a 6. Standard 6. He got about well. He made some opportunities. He took the ball away from Havertz, but it was not his fault. I probably would have tried to shoot as well because I'm right there and the ball came to me perfectly. He did absolutely nothing wrong. I'll give him a 6 just because I didn't think he played as well as Merino. Jesus, standard 5 for me. Didn't really do anything after he came on, but he had barely any minutes. But I think he was, I think he needs to start one game soon because we're almost losing everything that he gives us, and not a Carabao Cup. A game where all the best players are with him and on the pitch, starting with him. I think that's everybody. If I'm missing anybody, let me know what you rate the person on the comment section. But that is it for me in this video. Let me know your thoughts. Are you as angry as I am today? Are you as upset? Because it feels like every time we're taking the lead, we slip up. It happened against Man City. It happened against Liverpool. Happened against Chelsea again. Matches where we were ahead. Matches where we did enough to win the game. It's so painful. Our desire needs to come back. And we might not win the league if we don't correct these mistakes and correct them as soon as possible. Literally next game. We have to start winning games. All these draws are just too much. Let me know your thoughts on this video. Let me know your thoughts about Arsenal's chances of winning the league. No matter what team you support, leave your thoughts in the comments. Rate the players with me in the comment section. Take care. God bless. Peace.